Hello YouTube, thanks for watching. So in this video I'm going to talk about some updates and I'm going to be touching on how this integrates into the new Wizard system. So there's a new onboarding Wizard flow that's all integrated and part of your funnels. So when you share out your referral link of this system, that's where that is obviously, and then you can also use your referral links and the lead pages in there. It's all done for you, but basically everything is now going into the brand new Wizard flow, which is a 5-step system, because that was where some leads were dropping off and they were not able to get themselves set up. It was the dashboard is nice, but it can be a little bit overwhelming for new people. Obviously, it shows what it needs to show once you are familiar and you've already set up. So yeah, it's got everything it needs. But for a brand new member, we decided that we needed a kind of an onboarding flow. And so you don't actually get to see the dashboard because you're immediately on the Wizard when you're a brand new member, and you just go through a 5-step simple setup process, and then after you've done that, you're on the dashboard, and as soon as you see the dashboard, you are completely set up. So I'm going to talk about the tracking that I've implemented, that the whole process is also tracking so that you can actually see, all right, like with the presentation here, your downline activity, you can see which leads have completed their setup and which leads are kind of stalled, meaning that they haven't completed the onboarding wizard, but they are signups. Now, before we didn't have this presentation, and we've also got a very kind of a complete presentation of this. So here it all is. So you're actually seeing which leads have completed, which is obviously here, but this person has actually skipped a few places, but that's understandable. But where this person came from, which was the traffic rotator, so members who have gotten onto the traffic rotator are able to get traffic from the rotator. That's good. And this person came in from Facebook, and this traffic source came in from twice confirmed traffic. But at least they're signing up. I mean, don't forget, these are cold leads. And so what you're actually seeing here is you're actually seeing leads that have already signed up. They have converted, and that's pretty good considering they're cold leads. However, the next thing you need to do is you need to realize that actually these people need following up. And we've also got that covered as well, because we've got a following up system, which I'll talk about. So basically what you're seeing a presentation of your leads. Now, why am I seeing just a few leads here? Because I've obviously got a lot more referrals that I've had. Now, this system was implemented a few days ago. So this is a new feature. So you're only seeing what you're seeing here based on when this system was launched. So it's not backdating all your referrals that you've had in the system over the months or since we launched. So that's why you're not going to see a lot of people in here, because we only launched it. And when at the point where we launched it, that's what you're not going to see anything coming in here yet. So it's a brand new tool that we've implemented. And you can also filter out based on where they came in from, the sources. You can base it on in the last 7 days, 14, whatever. And you can also filter if any completed, any incomplete, or any hot leads. Now, the hot leads setup might be confusing for some people. If somebody completed, then surely they're a hot lead. Well, not necessarily. I mean, when they're completed, they are done. So yes, of course, they are a hot lead. However, in my opinion, a hot lead is someone who you need to address. They are potentially someone who could be needing help, needing guidance. So when they are a hot lead, they might have had this process quite set up. This person is not a hot lead because they've clicked complete. So they're done. They're not really a lead anymore. They're on board. Now, I agree what you're saying is they still need to set up, but there's still a reason why they might have skipped, because they just simply don't want to do step 2 because they haven't got a business opportunity. Because step 2 was actually putting your business opportunity in there, but that's up to them. But at least they actually did step 1, which was complete, which is important because those are the core income streams. Step 3 is also important because it's leads lead. They skip the traffic step, that's fine. A lot of people will. And obviously step 5 is just simply clicking the button to get onto the dashboard. And that's the whole process complete. And that's why it's marked as complete. They're not going to be a hot lead anymore. They would have been, but then they're now complete. So these people are the people that you're going to focus on in trying to get them to convert into actual, they're converted in terms of sign up because they've signed up. Getting people to sign up in a free system is not that difficult, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they're hot. So at this stage, they need warming up. They need supporting. They need email nurturing. Obviously, you need to support your members, but they are proper members now, and then they're basically set up. But these are the people you need to sort. So if they've got most of the way set up, but they're not complete, and they're not even complete here, then they'll probably be a hot lead, and that's what it'll be marked as. So that's the kind of the philosophy. So think of it like that. So yeah, you can download and you can email out separately or whatever. Now, Obviously, referrals is where you can follow up, but you've got to, the system is going to follow up anyway. And also you're connecting up with the Leads Leap autoresponder. So if you've got your autoresponder set up and you've connected that, then the automated follow-up series will be going out. And we've got the done for you email follow-up series. But here we actually have a way where you can actually click a button and it'll allow you to send a template, an email template when you in your default email application. But it tells you how that works following in the on-screen instructions. So that's simple. But this is just allowing you to make sure that see who you've followed up with, who you've sent that email out. So this is just different from the autoresponder. And people sometimes ask me, should I be using this? Well, that's up to you. I mean, at the end of the day, an autoresponder does what it does. It's fantastic. We use it. We love it. But when someone is receiving an autoresponder message, they kind of know it. Some people do, some people don't, but they kind of sense that they are getting an automated email. But on the other hand, if they feel like that you're actually sending them a personalized message on a one-on-one basis, that feels different. So that can hit a whole lot better in some ways. So, but on the other hand, you may not be willing to do that or go that extra mile. At the end of the day, it's really up to you. The one thing I usually say to people is the more you are willing to bend over backwards to support your leads, obviously the better, but we're also here to try and leverage it, scale it so that you've got a system that just works in the background a little bit. So on the one scale, you're thinking, I want an automated system and you want to do nothing. Or on the other hand, you want to put a little bit of effort in and do a little bit extra to nurture your leads. And I would say you've got to decide based on the time frame that you are willing to put in. Not everyone's willing to do that because they're just busy. So that's up to you. I'm not going to say that you should do this or you should do that. It's up to you. You put in the level of effort you want to put in. But yeah, we've tried to make it as easy as possible because when you come to this page and you've got leads, you can click the button. It'll help to send out an email message directly to that person. It makes it really quite easy. And that sort of hits differently than just relying on the autoresponder all the time. And you can see where they came from, which traffic source, and then it just helps with those cold traffic. If you just do nothing, cold traffic doesn't always do anything. And people are just floating around, they joining things, they've got a lot of things going on, there's a lot of noise out there, so you're just simply getting above the noise. That's all it is, really, and that's really all I've found. So bear that in mind, and we just simply got the tools here to help you to leverage, and it's not just about total automation, but a lot of it is kind of partial automation that helps you, and that's what it's all about. So you can click these buttons. I mean, I've done it already. That's why it's saying already followed up. So I don't see the button there. So that's why there's no buttons. But you can also it's also on the lead side as well, which I don't generally do. I don't really focus on this so much. Some of these people I've followed up with, I shouldn't really show you that because it's sensitive information. But yeah, you'll see you obviously see what I mean. So anyway, that's what it is. I mean, it's basically giving you a kind of a better detail of a presentation of what your leads are. Your leads converting, and if so, which lead source is performing better, and are they going through the funnel? Are they progressing through the onboarding wizard? And you can assess which leads are hot, which are not. So in network marketing, if you're dealing with cold leads, it's sometimes difficult to get them warmed up and convert them into a proper referral. Then you've got a system that can just work like a kind of a perpetual scalable system. And the wizard is also kind of set up in a way that feels like you got step one, which is where you set up the income streams. You got Lead Lightning at the top because it's just a $7 one-time deal, which pays out $6, and that converts well because it's like a tripwire, which is nice. It's something that covers your costs for your advertising that you're doing and other things, and it makes it worth your while. You feel a sense of accomplishment, and it pays for the whole thing. When we say hands-free and it's powered by AI, because Affiliate Mentor and Lead Lightning, they are really just AI tools that help, and we sort of add-ons that really drive this. So that's why we're saying it is an AI-powered system. So with all that said, it's a hub. You've got all your business opportunities in one place. So when you've got a new business that you're involved in, you're working with, you just add a new business, add your program in there. You've got continuous traffic going on coming through, and then you've got your leads coming through into your autoresponder on Leads Leap so that you can do a broadcast to that list, an email broadcast. So everything is self-contained into one central system that you're focused on. That's what I like about this, is because in 2026, I'm going to be taking a back step, but in terms of just being smart and using and leveraging the tools that I have, and the funnels and the systems like this. But 2025 was busy. It was setting the groundwork. It was putting the foundation. And I feel that for me, MLM Lead Pro is the foundation. Yes, I'm the owner, but what's important for you guys is that I'm just a happy user of the system. 2025 was just feeling my way. It was really setting it up for the foundation. But 2026 is just full steam ahead in a kind of a way, kind of like the reason why I got into this industry in the first place. I wanted something that could scale, and I wanted to have an advertising system in place that allowed that where my funnel would pay for it automatically because of leverage, and then I could just scale up in that way. So you'd have a perpetual ongoing growth system with built-in profit centers, a tripwire that would pay for it, and then you just scale it. Boom. That's the purpose of this. And it's really getting towards that. So that's why we're doing this. And I want to have that data to be able to see that what I'm putting out there, my advertising is just working, and I can, and we have enough tracking to be able to track it all. And by the way, I mean, it's also hooked up with Facebook ads as well. I mean, everything right the way through the wizard, the funnels, the wizard, everything is all tracked. And if you're doing Facebook ads, you can go into your dashboard, into your account, and you can put your Facebook pixel in there, just the ID, save it, and then run your ads. And you'll see on your ads dashboard on Facebook, everything from clicks, the buttons, and it's actually set up more than what you're seeing here, because I've actually integrated a lot of the buttons through the funnel and through the button for Lead Lightning. You'll see if they click the button for looking at the Affiliate Mentor and List Elevate, and also if they clicked on your link to join your program, your business opportunity, and also the Leads Leap, and did they go into the dashboard. You'll see all that right the way through, including the funnel itself, the bridge page, the clicking, the below, everything is just tracked. So if that's important to you, and if that data is important to you, it's there. If not, just leave it, just forget it. But this system is just basically for everyone. Tools that you would normally have to pay for a lot of money elsewhere. You'd be paying monthly for tracking systems like ClickMagick or whatever, and then you'd be paying for other autoresponders. I mean, don't forget autoresponder services like Aweber, GetResponse, and the rest of them. They usually charge you based on the size of your list. So size matters, no pun intended. But with Leads Leap, regardless of the size of your list, even if you want to keep as a free membership on Leads Leap, you can still house a large list, and then you can use the broadcast. But if you're upgraded, you're still only paying a monthly fee, of course. But you don't have to increase the fee of what you're paying, even though your list is growing, unlike other systems. So yeah, you've got a system that's really scalable. So anyway, I hope you like it. Thanks for watching. Sorry for the ramble, and see you in the next video. Bye for now.